Zubats in the middle, and it's Harden in at point. And for Utah, we've got Walker Kessler, Lauri Markkanen out there with Filipowski. Then there's Keontae George, and it's Mikhailuk in at shooting guard. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, Pia, you remember when the conversation was you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to George. A strong finish under heavy pressure from the D.
And just muscling it in. George, very aggressive.
So it's Los Angeles now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. George passes to Kessler. Pass to Mikhailuk. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Ball goes to Los Angeles.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Once Kawhi Leonard gets to the interior, this guy's so tough to keep from scoring.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. George against Harden. Nice shot by George.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight. Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Over Markkanen. Shot by Leonard, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
It's George with the drive. The shot no good. Beal with some nice D. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi Leonard's so calm, mixes speeds, understands when and where to drive the basketball.
George passes to Kessler. Back to George. Pass to Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mikhailuk. And misses it off the right side of the rim. George against Harden. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
An absolute master at drawing contact. Defenders get nervous guarding James Harden. This is why.
2 shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it, he can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
So Utah ends up going with a new group, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for John Collins. Bogdanovich has checked in for Kawhi Leonard, and it's done in for Beal. Harden hits them both.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Now here's Nurkic. And it's blocked by Harden.
James Harden, when he's locked in and focused, can be an excellent defensive player. Weiss on the pipes on that one.
And he makes it.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, Where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Nurkic. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. Shoots over Lopez. And he gets it back. Hendricks, no good.
Terrific rim protection impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Now here's Harden. Over Nurkic. Harden misses. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Hendricks. And he throws it down with one hand.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Dunn. No points so far. Nurkic with some nice D.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Down low. Here's Bogdanovich. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
I guess you don't need two hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Collier. Up and over Dunn. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that concludes the first quarter of play.
The
Clippers ahead.
12.
They're up by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Collier and Bailey man the backcourt. Then it's Walker Kessler. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 4. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. John Collins becoming a knockdown shooter. He said, I think I've always had the ability to shoot. I'm just feeling it for free right now. My teammates are doing a good job of finding me in the spots that I like, and I've worked on my shot a lot, and I'm sort of settling into it. Back over to you guys.
Very capable. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Now Beal. Now here's Zubac. Here's Harden. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here's Collier. Leonard defending. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
With his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
Outside Harden. Banked it in off the glass.
James Harden.
Harden's got 6.
I tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier, defended by Harden. Markkanen right side. Here's Sensabaugh. Over Collins. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
Outside Harden. Beal, the pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Collins. Beal surveying the D. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Jazz have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Markkanen, the pass to Bailey. Here's Collier. Lays it up and banks it in. Collier's got 6 points in the quarter. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. So Utah ends up going with a new group, and the Clippers will go for a different look here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Collins. Bogdanovic checked in for Leonard, and it's Dunn in for Harden. Beal off target at the rim. The Jazz have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Mikhailuk attacks. Pass to George. Launches it. He drops it from range. George has got 7.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Lopez passes to Batum. Outside Bogdanovic. Shot from 12, and they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to George. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
There's Bogdanovic with the 3. Offensive board.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Jazz?
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Another strength for them today, guys. Mid-range shooting. Normally the defense wants to give you that shot. Let's see if they adjust at all.
And he makes a first.
Well, Brook Lopez, such a versatile scorer. He's got great low post moves. He can also step away and face up and make jump shots. Very difficult bind for the defenders.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 13-3 run. Good on the bucket.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Jazz leading by 8. George in the post, defended by Dunn. George, good. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
Wow, Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
Here's Beal. It's good.
Tremendous individual play. I mean, challenging the heart of that defense.
For Utah, they've gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. George outside. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Lopez. That one a little long. And so it's Utah finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. Not an easy task by...
And your new best squad. The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. The second quarter went their way, all the way, as they raced to the lead and stretched their advantage to 8 points by the halftime break. Jack, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
They're running the offense beautifully for this one. Working for good looks. The confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow at this point.
And Kenny, what did you think about the Clippers?
Low assist numbers pop out to me. It's a big flashing sign that these guys are being selfish. The only way they're going to get back in this one is by creating shots for each other. I mean, playing as a team. Move the ball.